Into this, we're going to keep it moving.
Another
and
guest.
Trisha Maas is right here. You're from Cineo Lights.
Cineo Lighting.
Cineo Lighting.
Yes.
And you've got this new crazy light that's just amazing.
I botched it all yesterday.
He botched
I
it.
apologize.
Phosphor.
It's okay.
I'm like thinking like phosphor. You don't use phosphor in your lights, do you?
We do.
You do?
We do.
Really? He's saying phosphor. He didn't botch it. He was talking phosphor. He said it. He had it
probably
all.
did just
What are you talking about,
fine.
Mitch?
I wanted to have the real source here to help you understand how it works.
Tell me about the lights.
So Cineo Lighting works with remote phosphors. It's a version of LED lighting, but it has a pretty distinctive difference from most LEDs that you see out in the market. A good example is you typically see an LED that's in a square, and there's a lot of diodes, and you can pick each one of those out, and those diodes are predetermined as being daylight or tungsten. It's the phosphor that makes it daylight or tungsten and also dictates how good the color rendering is for it. What we do is we remove that element from the actual diode itself and present it in a phosphor substrate.
Can I see this?
Yeah, sure.
Oh wow! So it's basically like a gel that you would put on the front of a light. A little bit thicker. It's like the gels with some of the LEDs that come with them. It's a nice piece.
Kind of, but a gel is a reductive technology.
Right.
You're taking a
But I'm just
quality of
trying to
light
explain
and
like how it feels and what it is, so
well,
how you travel with it.
that creates a light. A gel is going to manipulate a light.
Okay,
this
cool.
is creating
And
it
can you
itself.
add gels to this?
Oh, sure.
Okay,
sure,
so
absolutely.
now we've got the phosphor.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's bright.
Well, this one is a 3200 degree or 3200 Kelvin.
So
you have a
that'd be indoor
56.
light.
Yes, yeah,
Yep.
indoor.
So
Very similar
this
to
would emulate
tungsten.
indoor light and indoor light like light bulbs, like regular light bulbs that we think of that are being phased out. But
Sure,
yes.
sure. It's that warm,
Right.
glowy
Yep,
feeling.
yep.
Whereas daylight, the one you have, is
Mitch
a little
thought I only
cooler.
knew about camera stuff. I light bulbs too.
I'm shocked.
So anyway, the phosphor substrate is what's creating the light, so you can take them out. Here,
Okay.
I'll show you. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit.
Oh, and so this is a 5600. This would be more like an outdoor.
So when I take this off, you're going to see what the raw source is.
Okay,
and
that's
it's pretty
great.
crazy.
Oh, wow, it's blue.
It's absolutely blue.
So
Wow. Okay.
That's
So
a
this
raw.
is a 5600, and it's more like daylight or like a fluorescent overhead light.
Yeah, kind of like that. So
And
when
it
I
looked
change
white.
it,
I mean, it looked yellow, right? What you were holding looked yellow,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
What does it look like now?
It looks white.
so now we have
Whoa!
full-on daylight.
Isn't that
Oh my
great?
God! Oh, turn that off. Thank
sorry.
you. Thank you. I'm impressed. How much is that?
This retail. Well, this is our first time to show it here at NAB. We wanted to. Bring
When can
it
I
to
buy
you
it?
guys in June.
And how much is it going to retail for? Give me a ballpark.
$1,900.
Oh, 19. Okay, so you have a true price. So 1900. So it's really in the range of the other LED lights.
Absolutely, but you're getting substantially more output. Traditional LEDs in a square are getting about 400 lumens of light out.
That's correct.
This is able to crack about 8,000 lumens of light. That's 20 times.
I got to
as
stop
much
you
light
for 1 second. Your
information.
mic came off. So let's. Yep.
Oh,
thank you. Let's put it on. I'm sorry.
it's okay.
You were saying great stuff, but
It's
nobody was hearing
live.
you at home.
It's live.
So
Traditional LEDs in a square about this big are going to give somewhere around 400 lumens of light. This is producing about 8,000 lumens of light. You got 20 times the
I'm still seeing
spread and
spots.
the
I'm not
fill.
kidding. And it was blue. I like that. That's the raw light. It's
That's
blue.
what a raw LED looks like without a phosphor dope on
So
it.
$1,900 and I can have this?
Absolutely.
And does it come with the phosphors?
They're accessories. It comes with one, and depending on what you want to use, if you're a studio that's a permanent installation, for example, you're only going to want one.
Right.
It's going to stay. But if you're a remote guy running this off of DC,
Sure.
it's incredibly light.
Can I see how light it is?
Yeah,
That's
sure.
always.
I don't have the side panel on it, so just
Okay,
watch
that's
the
okay.
slide.
It doesn't
There you
get.
go.
It is pretty light.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
Generate heat.
And it doesn't get
cool
hot.
to
That's
the
what I was
touch.
gonna say. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's got all the things that people love about LEDs, but it's better. And obviously it's green technology because it doesn't suck a lot of electricity. I like this. This is a good package. And so how much is an extra one? Like if I want the 3200 too, how much is that?
Oh, it's probably about $200 to buy another phosphor, and
Okay.
it's 100,000 hours rated, so it's going to last you the life of the product.
Okay, but
yeah.
And what wattage does it use up?
This is pulling 150 watts,
Okay.
and it's putting out an equivalent
what?
to a 1,000 watt soft light.
Yeah, it's only using 150 watts of electricity.
And able to produce something very similar to a 1K zip light.
Wow, wow.
I took one of these from somebody else that's a competitor, but that's a whole nother story.
It's okay.
Outside yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was in the sun. I mean, I was really casting light in addition.
Well, and the thing that's
that bright.
The thing that's so impressive is that what you're doing here is you're really changing the lighting market, and you're able to you can really do so much with this light because of the brightness. You can use it, as you said, outdoors, which is harder. You have to get closer to people, but the energy is unbelievable, because the reality is this: when I started in television, we would use lights that were 1,500, 1,000 to 1,500 watts, sometimes 2,000 watts of electricity. And you're talking about 150 watts, but giving you the appearance of 1,000.
Exactly.
And you still need that amount of light, especially with the HD cameras. They suck so much light, and the more that we, do with these cameras, 4K needs more light, so we need more light constantly.
Quality light too.
Right,
they need things that are going to have a color rendering.
It doesn't seem like it flickers. The one thing I hate about LEDs is you can see a flicker.
All of our power supply ballasts right now are flicker free. We have a larger version of this, the HS, which is currently on the market.
Okay.
And we've done extensive testing with Able Cinetech, one of the exhibitors
Sure,
here.
I know Able.
Camera.
Yep, absolutely.
So we can open that guy up.
Well, and that's where you can use this with the
flicker.
Phantom. You cannot use an LED light with the Phantom camera.
And you need a lot of light to pull that off.
And you do need a lot of light.
So
we're going to have Phantom here tomorrow. Cool. We had the Cine T3S on last year, and it was so dark showing off this camera, because those cameras suck so much light. So this is phenomenal, and there's no flicker at all.
Exactly.
I can see it. I mean, you would see the flicker. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
You guys have done a great job. Where can people buy it? They can buy it at Able. Where else can they get it?
We have 4 dealers here on the show floor, which is great. We have Adorama, Able Cinetech, Barbizon Lighting, and Shadowstone.
Okay, I love Barbizon. They're great guys. We hung out with Danny, my boy Danny, last night. We sat at a table with him for a little while. He introduced us to our new friend Matt Elkin, who's a director of Real Housewives of New York City.
I met him just maybe 5 minutes
Bravo,
ago.
yeah.
He was telling me how much he loves this and the DC option because they're so run and gun.
Yeah, it's perfect for running gun.
I look forward to doing some business with both of them.
Yeah, Danny's amazing, and I also love Adorama. So either buy from Barbizon or Adorama. Able's a good store, but buy it from Barbizon or Adorama. That's
I'm not going to tell you. And there's Shadowstone too. Shadowstone is a great system integrator.
Well, you have a lot of choices. Buy it from wherever you want.
Buy it from wherever you want.
I say Barbizon or Adorama. See Danny.
I can't play favorites.
I know you can't. I'm telling people. See Danny or see Chris Lee or Gene. Gene at Adorama. He'll be here tomorrow. But yeah, Danny's a great guy.
How much kickback do you get from all this?
I don't get any kickback.
That's what I'm thinking.
I like to support. You know what? Like you said about Black Rapid yesterday.
Yeah.
That you like you like the strap, so they weren't paying you anything to say about Black Rapid. They don't pay me anything to say about Black Rapid. They gave us straps. They supported us to give out. And they really are truly good. I only invite people on who have a product I believe in, who have good products. I only talk about good products. I have total autonomy. I don't have to have anybody that I don't want on. I can have anybody on. But I don't want to have crap on.
And you know what? That's a good bar to have.
So Mitch told me about this yesterday. I said, get her on. Let's get this on because I thought it was great. If I didn't think it was great, you wouldn't be on.
Well, it's my pleasure.
So I like to I like to tell people. I inform them. That's what I do. So I tell them about who is good.
It's defensive too.
I love it. I love your bar.
Love you,
We
Mike.
need to have that bar.
Yes. So are these DMX compatible? Can you use these with a DMX? But you don't have to.
No, you don't have to, but the volume of light and spread that you're able to get at 160 degrees, this is a beautiful replacement for a 2K zip in a studio application, and DMX dimming is really imperative there.
Right, that's where you're going to use a lighting board and do the whole thing and all that.
So it can play as simple as the run and gun, and it can play as complex as a major network.
How did you get involved in this?
I've been with the Remote Phosphor Technology since the beginning. I'm a partner with the company.
Wow.
Previous to this, myself and 2 of my business partners worked for an entertainment lighting company that did LEDs and rock and roll mostly.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And are you going to do some stuff with colors for rock and roll and other things? Are you going to do some applications?
No. This is really focused on white light for camera application.
And do you do flood and spot as well?
This is inherently a soft light.
Okay.
To do it into a spotlight, it really requires more of a singular source.
Okay.
It's not the direction we're going now.
Okay.
It could be later, but right now we're really focusing on that.
Personally, I like floods. I think you have more control over the floods, and it's more versatile. And you can really, especially with the amount of light this throws, you can do all sorts of things. 3-pin or 5-pin DMX?
5-pin.
5-pin.
5-pin. Yeah. 3-pin sometimes can be battery pack power, and that would be a really nasty cross pin.
Right.
So.
Nasty again.
Yeah.
You missed the Nasty Clamps guy earlier.
I wonder how, did DMX take his name, the rapper, from the DMX lighting board? I don't know.
I don't
the
know.
DMX lighting thing.
You should get him on the show and ask him.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to work on that.
Go.
He's coming up next.
There you go.
He's not. Thank you so much for joining us, Trisha.
It was wonderful to meet you.
I really like this. It's awesome. You did a great job. And
Thanks.
Your site, if people want to find out more,
CineoLighting.com.
Cineo Lighting. That's C-I-N-E-O. Cineo, C-I-N-E-O, CineoLighting.com.
Correct.
You guys are awesome. This is phenomenal.
Thank you.
I'm really, really, really excited about this light. I think it's phenomenal. And I can't wait to get my hands on one and use it. Maybe 3 or 4 or whatever. I can't wait to use them.
I'd be happy to provide them for you.
That would be terrific. Thank you so much
My
for your
pleasure.
time.
Absolutely.
Trisha, you're awesome. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for showing us this phenomenal light.
Yeah.
You got to check it out. Adorama, Barbizon, CineoLighting.com. I'm still going to keep plugging them.